Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Colts going up against the Broncos. Now we'll go down to Lucas Oil Stadium for this matchup.
There's plenty of electricity in the air here today as we welcome you to a wild card matchup here on EA Sports.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Wild Card Weekend around the National Football League. We've got a pair of divisional winners and a pair of wild card teams, and it's postseason time, the most exciting time of the year, Phil.
Yeah, it sure has. Yeah, you can tell the difference when you pull into the parking lot. You see more people tailgating. The atmosphere is absolutely electric, and we see teams really, truly take it up a notch as far as the physical part of the game and the emotional part. It's going to be fun to watch.
The Colts ready here for the kickoff.
The Broncos are back deep, ready to return the kickoff.
And with that kick, this wild card matchup is underway. Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. At quarterback, the first overall selection of the 2012 draft by way of Stanford. Quarterback, Andrew Luck. The Broncos come out in a two tight end set. First down at the 22. Gains about 3.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Makes the reception.
And he's able to get out to the 34-yard line.
First and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
And the tackle is made at the 41.
It's always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
Second and 2. They hand it off to him again. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the beginning of this game.
Now, Jim, you're right. I'm going to give the offense a little credit here, but, you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense is going to have to put some weights in their pockets. You got to hang in there and make the tackle.
Luck's lined up. Two tight ends set. They're setting up screen. And he'll step out.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Coming to the line at the 45. Andrew Luck under center. Handoff. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down at the 42. Slashing to the right side. Gains 11. They're able to move the chains after that last run. motion here as he was looking over the middle.
And here's a look at the defensive unit that'll be looking to halt this offense today. This will be the 8th play of this drive.
The Broncos bring in an extra tight end for this play. The Broncos snap it at the 31. On the money.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
1st and 10. Luck, handoff. Picks up 8 here.
The Broncos know once they get inside the 20-yard line, you have to be able to run the football also. It can't be pass, pass, pass all the time. The offensive line comes through. Good, solid run that time.
Should have had it.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
This will be the 11th play of the drive.
The give this time to the fullback.
This has been a long drive so far.
First and goal from the 5. And now here's the toss. And that's good for only a yard or 2. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap.
Luck's running away from the pressure. And it's batted down.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Marching down the field and taking their time.
3rd and goal from the 3.
Now, there's a signal from the far side. The hands are up. It is a touchdown.
What a job by the offense going down there and getting the first touchdown in this wild card game today. That'll ease the tension, give you a little confidence, get rid of those jitters. Shoot, maybe give some to the other team.
The Colts are ready to return the kick.
The same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20.
So the rookie quarterback, it's not his first time onto the field, but still getting his feet wet in the NFL.
Yeah, you know, Jim, and every week it just gets a little easier, better. When you walk out there, you can settle those nerves down faster each game you play. So it's going to be fun to see how he does here today.
First down at the 20.
Here's the running play. Off tackle. Tackled down at the 28-yard line.
Well, that was a nice run that time off tackle. And listen, this is a bread and butter play in the NFL. It's about power running. Can your offensive tackle make the block to free up that running back so he has a chance to get in that secondary and make a nice run out of it?
The Colts take it from the 28.
Wide to the left. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line. First down here after the run.
Here we go.
Takes it from the eye. Here's the starting offense with a receiving core that can be so dangerous in a game like this.
Second down following the run. The Broncos will come out in the dive. The catch is made.
This linebacking core is the heart and soul of this defensive unit.
Third down. The Colts will look to get to the 45 to pick up a first down. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun.
Down the field. Could have been intercepted.
This defense off to a terrific start.
Well, they called third down the money down because you try to keep drives going. And right now the defense has all the money because they're the ones getting it done.
Coverage team won't get a chance this time as it bounces into the end zone. The Colts defense, let's see where they are mentally here, Phil, after allowing a touchdown.
Well, they got to have some motivation after that last drive. It was so poor. It's about discipline. We didn't see it from their defense. So this time, go out there and just do your job.
First down at the 20. They'll go ground. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. The Broncos have it at the 24. And they'll end up losing 4 here.
It's way too early in a game like this, in this situation, to take a chance. Want to draw, throw a screen, maybe just a straight-ahead run, but don't turn over the football.
It'll be third down. Complete. The defense does his job, forcing fourth down in a hurry.
That was a really big hit on that receiver. I promise you, that receiver never thought that guy could hit that hard.
He's going to challenge the punt coverage. That's a tackle right near the 48. That return's good for about 10. The Colts offense will try to buck the trend here, as now we'll see if the punting units can stay on the sideline for a little while, because defense has been the order of the day here, Phil.
Well, Jim, listen, this has been kind of refreshing. I love it that the defenses are dominating. I'm sick of all these rules on the offensive side, so defenses take advantage of this and keep on rocking. You got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Coming up, second down. Double tight end formation.
The defensive line's all shifting to the right. They're going to try to find a way to pressure the quarterback.
Taken down at the 45.
A lot of times you look at the drag route, you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field. That time they did it. It's just short of getting the first down.
The Colts will take the snap from the 45. There's a flag right there.
Holding offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. Third down after the penalty. One more snap and another quarter is in the books. Third down after the penalty. The Broncos defense now is going to go nickel. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Offense.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Third down after the penalty.
The Colts at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation.
They'll go shotgun here. Stands in the pocket. Has his man. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
And the score right now may not be what one would expect, given that their go-to guy in the passing game has been absent so far. What do you make of this, Bill?
You know, Jim, I think they just got caught off guard that time. I think they were not expecting this coverage and the defense that they're throwing at their star wide receiver, but they've had some good adjustments, and they're winning the football game, and let's don't forget, that's what counts to me.
And it's knocked down.
That time, the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
Second down here. Three-step drop. Reaches out and grabs it. And at the 25, he'll be brought down.
The Broncos do a really good job this time on offense. The quarterback throws the ball short. They pick up a few yards, and now it makes third down much easier.
3rd and 5 still to go, even after that last completion. Screen has his man. Gains 16. First down here after the completion. They'll go ground. Brought down at the 44. They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. Luck's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. On the money.
That time the quarterback throws the drag route. It doesn't get a first down, but still it's a good decision by him. The throw was right on target, and he picked up solid yards.
Let's see if they can complete another one. This time perhaps for the first down. Third down coming up.
Andrew Luck in shotgun formation.
The Broncos now move the chains. That's his first reception today. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. First down and 10. With 2 hands, he has it. That's a gain of 10. Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's second down now.
Andrew Luck will be taking this one from the gun. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Finds his mark. That's a pickup of 14.
When you run the slant route, it's very important to know as a receiver that you're going to catch that football probably in between some linebackers.
Luck's completed his last 6 passes. From the red zone. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. They'll run it here. Trying to plow ahead. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Second down and 9. Away.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
What a drive this has been. 3rd and 9. He'll throw it over the middle. Makes the catch. Touchdown. They're doing a terrific job of keeping the pressure on here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they have kept the pressure on. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, sometimes players can't make a play because they just don't have the confidence. Now it's up to the coach. Change those calls on the defensive side. Maybe find something that works and give your players some confidence.
And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
The Colts offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Well, Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
That leads us to 2nd down.
Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
Handoff made. Slashes to the left side. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Now looking at 3rd down. The Colts will line up the first down markers right at the 39-yard line. He'll take the snap from the gun. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. That's his first reception today.
The Colts on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for 3rd and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
First down at the 49. To the ground. Still powering ahead. No one's going to get him now. The 10 going to take it home for the touchdown.
To me, still one of the most exciting plays in NFL football. A long-running play for a touchdown. And how about that when it had it all in its speed? Good moves, good blocks. Exciting touchdown.
The Colts getting set for the point after. The point after is good. The Broncos now only up a single possession. The gap's been closed in this one. Scores 14-7. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Runs up to grab it at the 4. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. And the score right now may not be what one would expect, given that their go-to guy in the passing game has been absent so far. What do you make of this, Bill?
You know, Jim, I think they just got caught off guard that time. I think they were not expecting this coverage and the defense, and they're throwing a good star wide receiver, but they've had some good adjustments, and they're winning the football game, and let's don't forget, that's what counts the most.
First down, offense readying for the snap. It's Luck out of the pistol. The give. And at the 49, he'll be brought down. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. Second down and 2. Here's the handoff. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
It's third down coming up. Back to him. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. They're able to move the chains after that last run.
He's got the catch. Tackle down at the 46-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. We've got a defense out on that field trying to stand tall and keep this deficit as it is on the scoreboard. The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Got the completion. And that's a gain of 13.
Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
Gets the handle here. Luck's now completed 4 in a row.
When you're trying to score some points at the end of the first half, the best way to do it when the time is against you, get in that hurry-up offense, make the defense sit back, be real careful about what they're doing. Maybe you can get some quick yards and get a chance for some points before halftime rolls around.
Coming to the line at the 36-yard line. The Colts go with the dime formation here on defense. 3rd and a long way to go. Pulls it in. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The Colts are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Sturgis will line up for the field goal try. The field goal attempt is good. It's good. We're nearing the half, and this game looks like it might be under control after that field goal.
And what you got to do, you've got the lead. Keep things going. Don't take the old foot off the gas pedal. Man, stomp it and try to bury this team.
Tackle down at the 22. That return's good for about 24. Floyd's coming out onto the field for this next series, and what a rock he's been for that defense throughout this first half so far.
Yes, he has. You know, sometimes it's not about how good of a player you are, and it's about leadership. And he has leadership, and he leads his guys. That's why they're good.
Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. The Colts use another timeout here, and they have 1 left. The Colts in the pistol. The Colts snap it at the 31. Going for the deep ball. Tough catch. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. A touchdown right before halftime. And Phil, perhaps that momentum will carry over to the second half.
Shoot, it changed everything, didn't it? I mean, look at them. They're excited, and just how you and I are looking at the game is going to change, or has changed quite a bit. What a job finding a way to get a touchdown and get this game close.
Takes it from the 2. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. Well, the rushing attack has been working to full effect for this offense today, and we're probably going to see another dose of the ground game right here.
And why stop? When it's working, just keep running the football. You got the defense on its heels. They don't know what to do. You're overpowering them, and it's just fun to watch.
Tried to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense. Automatic first down.
Luck's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. First down at the 48. Makes the reception. 3rd catch today so far. The Broncos call the timeout. Their first. First down on the way. It's an empty backfield for Luck this time.
from the gun. Brings it into his body. Gains 20.
Offense going to stop the game here with a timeout.
The next snap will come from the 2-yard line.
First down following the long play. Handoff, and he's across for the touchdown. Getting close to the half, and they're giving their opponents a lot to talk about in the locker room.
Yeah, they are putting some kind of whipping on them here early in the game. I'll just say this for the defensive side that's losing. It's been terrible. So go in there at halftime, change what you're doing, and get back in this game.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Colts fell into an early hole, but now they've been able to recover here in the second quarter, and they're right back within sniffing distance of the lead.
Yeah, they're right there. Listen, anytime an offense gets hot, we know this. You always look at that offensive line. They are starting to dominate, and this offense looks good.
First down at the 20. Brought down at the 20. The teams head to the locker room, and we'll be heading to the studio to our pal Larry Ridley as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. The second half is officially underway. That kick came right at him, and it looks like the receiving team has recovered. The Colts talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
2nd and 10 coming up. Playing press coverage to the outside. Drop back, shotgun formation. And it's caught by Allen Hurns.
Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Breaks out of the tackle. And pick up about 4.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The Broncos with a nickel look here on defense. 2nd and 6. And he's thrown to the ground.
I don't know who to blame here. Was it a great play by the safety getting the sack on the quarterback? Or the quarterback just not paying attention, seeing him coming? And if you see him, you've got to change the play or get rid of the football a lot quicker. Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Looking to go deep. Yard field goal try on the way. Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one. Looks like whatever was said at halftime struck a note with this team. That field goal gets them right back into the game.
I think what the coach did at halftime, he went in there and he put his players in a good frame of mind, gave them some confidence, and it showed in that opening drive.
Tackles made right around the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things change in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
That's his 4th catch of the day.
So they complete that one, yet it's still 2nd down.
Luck's got it in the gun.
Looking for some daylight up the middle. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down. Getting set as fast as they can. 1st and 10.
Pulls it in.
That's a gain of 8.
After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2. Luck's going to take the snap from the shotgun. He has the grab. That brings the play to an end.
That's what you want to do. Just get a 1st down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
He'll pick up 7 this time.
The Broncos, they can do it all. Once they get in the red zone, they have the passes, the screens. They can throw it down the back of the end zone. And how about that play? They can run the football right at you if they want to. And that time they picked up some good yards on that run.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And a gain of 4.
He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. They're in the hurry-up mode. Goal line defense on the field. Power surge. Touchdown. And with that score, they've now got a nice buffer to work with over the last 1.5 quarters.
They've been really efficient here today. And just another example on that touchdown drive. Executing to perfection, and they got a nice lead here. Let's see if they can hang on.
They'll take it at the 20.
The Colts bring their offense onto the field. The last time they had control of the football, they did not come away empty-handed, but did not get a touchdown either.
Well, they got that field goal, and I think that's important. That field goal gave them a little confidence. They got some points up there that always makes you feel good on the offensive side. Now take advantage of that good feeling. Go out there and score a touchdown this time.
Let's see if they can finish off a drive.
What a good job by the quarterback that time. He saw the defensive back inside the receiver, and he leads that receiver to the sideline on that corner route.
From the shotgun. Jumps up and hauls it in.
Well, the only thing I can say about that play, it was better than an incompletion. The quarterback gets the completion, and they pick up a yard or 2.
2nd and 9 coming up.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, the defense showing a blitz.
The Colts snap it at the 36.
And that pass is just thrown away. Third down following the incompletion.
Let's go! Ohio!
Out of the gun. Pass is intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got.
Well, it's played out as if it was a pick, but upstairs they want to take another look to confirm it.
Let's remember, even though it was an interception by the defense, we got to judge it just like we would an offensive receiver. Does he have possession of the football? We'll find out.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the boys in the booth, they want to make doubly sure the call was correct. They decided, hey, we need to take another look at this, but the play stands as is.
Set up now at the 42. First down at the 42. gain of 6. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. The Broncos snap it at the 36. He's tackled right at the 36. This is 3rd down. Hurry up, 2-minute offense. Easy catch there, no one near him. The Broncos have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Luck's been unstoppable so far.
He has been unstoppable, hasn't he? And when your quarterback is hot, keep giving the football to him. They've done it, and he has rewarded the coaches.
That picks up 7.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Second and 3. He makes the catch.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. That's a gain of only a yard.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front. 2nd and goal from the 2. Wide to the left. Runs it in for the touchdown. And a comeback now is going to have to be a monumental one. That touchdown has them looking in pretty good shape.
Yeah, they look like they're on good shape on the offensive side, but listen, no lead is safe in this league, so you got to be alert. Be alert for trick plays and things that you haven't seen yet.
No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. The Colts have gone from bad to worse after an ugly first half. There's nothing here to shine in the second half either.
Have you ever had a situation like this where it's just really gone all against you. Nothing goes right, and you just were absolutely awful.
Every week I work with you.
There we go. Bingo. Man, he smashed that one out of the park.
Marquette down for another reception.
Well, if you want to be a good play-action pass team, it's always nice to have a good running game. Make the defense dig in and try to stop your run. When they do that, you fool them. You fake it, you throw it down the field. That's about as easy as it gets.
And that's a gain of 10. The Colts will come to the line, trying to put together a scoring drive here in the fourth. The final quarter underway now with this snap.
Breaks free, has some space to work with. Touchdown, and they get one back.
What a good job by the offense driving down and getting that touchdown. Even though they're still behind, they're chipping away at this lead, keeping the pressure on their opponents.
The Broncos will get it back in a moment. Still have a two-possession lead. Scores 38-24. Catches it at the 2 and starts his return. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Broncos
Head back onto the field with their offense. We're going to see if they can keep the scoring onslaught going as we've seen touchdowns on consecutive possessions here, Phil.
Jim, these teams are so hot. And when you're hot like this on the offensive side, you just look at the coach and say, keep sending them in because we're going to make it work.
There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment.
Now 1st and 10. It was right there, but he didn't bring it in.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
The Broncos snap it at the 41. Tackled down right around the 48. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. Third and 4. Handoff. He's now over 80 yards rushing on the day.
Wasting no time now for this next play. 1st and 10.
They call his number once more. He's going to be tackled right around the 42-yard line.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Broncos team official. He was unable to confirm exactly what the injury was, but he did tell me that it is related to the upper body.
And he hauls it in. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. They're going to the hurry.
Luck will take the snap from the gun. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
The Colts come out in a dime package. The Broncos from the 37.
Set up screen.
He's brought down at the 30-yard line. On the way, 3rd down. The Colts defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Throws the pass.
Picks up 8 here.
When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting first downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest.
First down and 10. Luck, handoff. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Second down and 4.
They want to keep feeding him the football.
Play after play after play here on this drive.
The Colts with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime.
Third down and 3.
They call his name again.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
First and goal.
He'll get it again. And he's brought to the ground.
Second and goal from the 6.
Running right through the trenches.
Luck's marked down after a gain of 4.
Well, that last play almost got them in here. And when you look at this, what do they do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
Third and goal from the 2.
Runs it across. Touchdown.
Nice job up front by the offensive line. They get a good push. Easy for the quarterback to run the sneak and get the touchdown score.
Makes the PAT.
The Colts are ready to return the kick.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Colts offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
First down at the 20.
Slashes to the left side.
He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. The Broncos lead, and all you have to do is look at the turnover ratio, and that tells the story, Phil.
It sure does. And listen, everybody calls them turnovers, but let's look at this game here. I call it takeaways. They are taking the football away from the offense. What a job by the defense.
Scans the field, finds his mark. That's a gain of 6. Wow, Phil, you would think when a quarterback has a game like this going that they would not only have the lead, but maybe a big lead. Instead, they're trailing.
Yeah, Jim, and look, if you look at the stats, once again, we'll say it, stats do lie. It's not all about the quarterback all the time. It is a team game, and they are just not doing it overall so far.
The Colts are set to punt. Set up, return. Here he goes. He's tackled at the 28.
That return's good for about 12. The Broncos offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at them. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent. When you put those things together, that makes you good. It makes you dangerous. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again. He didn't get many yards that time on that run, but he's had a terrific day. When there's an opportunity to get some yards, he's been there to take advantage of it.
We return out of the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter action. 2nd and 8. He runs with it right up the gut.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go. And they stopped him for a short gain.
After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6.
Luck out of the gun. Has his target. And he is tackled at the 44. The Colts lined up in the nickel. First down at the 44. They're setting up screen. Gets it out for the completion. That's reception number 4 for him. And as we see here, it hasn't been the best couple of games for this guy as he hasn't found a way to stay involved in the passing game.
Yeah, I want to say to him, don't get frustrated. Just keep working hard, and the football will find its way to you.
Trying to power his way right up the middle. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Right call here by the coach in this situation. Keep running the football. Keep that clock moving. You have the lead. Just tell your quarterback to tell everybody on offense this. Hold on to the football and don't have a penalty where you could stop that clock.
3rd and 4. They'll go ground. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
First down at the 40. Another handoff right back to him. The game has come to an end. We've got one team with its season extended on to the divisionals, and the other one heading home after a disappointing loss. All right, one side moving on to the divisional round after this victory today in the wild card playoffs.
How about that? All year long, you work, you make it to the playoffs, and then you get a playoff victory. You realize then as a